Hey there, it's your girl Barbie J, and I am back with another one of Tyler Perry's comedy dramas, Zatima, Season 2, Episode 8, Suspicious Minds. Ooh, and the minds are suspicious. I tell you one thing, I like this episode, but I didn't like the way it ended. I wanted it to end with a pow, but it kind of didn't do that, so it fell flat at that point for me. But it was a very good episode. So, anyway, before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment right now. Right now, I said, come on now, help my channel grow. We're falling off now because sisters ain't on. Now I need your help for Zatima. So, hit that like button, which is the thumbs up button. Write a comment to keep the chatter going and share if you feel like it. Anyway, so this episode, it starts with that disrespectful guy, and that's what I'm calling Paul, disrespectful ASS, stopping by Fatima's office to drop off the warranty for her new tire. Really? And why is she leaning over her desk with her behind facing the door? Makes no sense to me whatsoever. All she had to do is walk around to the other side of her desk. She leaning over with her butt out. So when people pass by, they look at it. As big as that thing is, girl, Fatima, you can't be showing that stuff off like that. Anyhow, she finally asked him why he really stopped by. And he says that he'd like to take her to dinner. And her perfect response was, you mean me and my man? And he's like, I knew you was going to say that. Yeah, because that's the only thing she's supposed to say. You see right there, here is when I really wouldn't ever even give Paul a chance because he's not respecting her man, nor their relationship. Or if I'm saying me, it's me, my man, and our relationship. Yet his friend, this doctor, saying he's a nice guy. Nice guys aren't persistent at being disrespectful. I'm just saying. So anyway, then Fatima insists on paying Paul with a check that has her phone number on it. Talking about that's not for you. I was like, girl, I would have taken that check back and scribbled out my number on it because if he being disrespectful here, he gonna be disrespectful and call you or text you or something. Also, how much did she pay him? Because he never gave her price. He didn't give her a dollar amount. So what she do? Write a check for $100 here. Here's what I think the tire costs. It makes no sense. But he took it because he probably ain't gonna cash it no way. So now we have Tony and Nathan sitting in a car in the law firm parking lot looking like idiots. And all Nathan keeps telling himself that he is doing this to help Zach. He got to help his boy because he love him. But we all know it's all about revenge because Fatima outed him to his wife, Lori, with that hot tub stuff. And his wife kicked him out of the damn house now. And now he's trying to get, Connie to come on to, Zach so that he'd cheat, so that Zach could cheat and then possibly leave Fatima. I'm like, you are unfreaking believable, Nate. Really are. So now Zach arrives and jumps into the car with frickin' Frack. I don't know why he did that. And they see Fatima going into the stairwell, and Nat is telling Zach to go in there and handle his business while Tony's telling him, nah, man, not to do it. Don't, just wait because it might not be what you think. Just wait. But dumb behind Zach gets out of the car listening to Nate with an attitude of going to take care of business. He gonna go say something. And when he knows that Fatima wouldn't do this, she wouldn't do this. You already told them it wasn't her account. But you let Nate get in your head. Why you let that fool of all people get in your head? But, he gets spotted by Angela before he gets there, who tells him, why they're going into the stairwell is to drop off some files or something for their office. So then she asks him to come over to she asks, can they come over to his house for dinner with Bryce and another friend? And he's not trying to do no dinner with Bryce and Angela. She's like, please, please. And then Fatima comes out of the stairwell and wants to know why Zach is there. So, Angela leaves. She lets her know that she just asked Zach. And she's like, oh, yeah, I didn't get a chance to ask you. It's tonight. How you didn't get a chance to ask him or say anything when it's happening tonight, Fatima? I noticed when she did that before, she came home and they were going to have a nice dinner and she wanted to do is, tonight, I need you to get them baby mamas up here and, anyway. So he finally shows her the dating app because she didn't believe what he was saying, and she gets mad at him. Then insists on knowing how did he get this because she thinks he was on the app looking at some biatches himself. And he finally tells her that it was Nate, and she's like, just another reason to be mad at him, and she was pissed. But honestly, good thing she did find out about it, because it would be real messy if men started reaching out to her from that app. So she left Zach in the garage. She told him to lay down on the ground. She was going to roll him over and stuff. And he just stayed down in the ground, his dumb self. But anyway, she drove off and his boys came and got him. And Zach told Nate he got 1 hour to get that app down, or else he's going to break his effing finger off and shove it up his asset. Why you think he has something to do with it? It's like you believed him instead of believing what was in your heart about your woman. That's on you, Zach. Zach is blaming Nate for him being there looking stupid. And I'm blaming Zach for not staying strong and knowing that your woman wouldn't be caught dead on one of those apps. I'm like, you so silly, Zach. Anyway, so now Zach and Fatima are home, and she's upset with Zach and asks him, what have I done to make you think I would cheat on you? And he reminds her about the elevator, him seeing her getting up off her knees and getting out of some random dude's car the other night. And she wants him to take her, for her word, because she never cheated on any of her exes. But he said, well, what about my word? Does my word means nothing? And she said, sure doesn't. It means nothing to her. So Zach says, then what are we doing then? What are we doing? He can't sneak around and check on her, but she could sneak around and invite a therapist to dinner without Zach's knowledge. She's starting to sound a bit like Nathan, if you ask me. Think about it. They both love Zach, and they both believe that what they are doing, that these things they're doing is to help him and their friendship or their relationship. And that's what they both are doing. And Zach wants to know why they need to be having Angela and Bryce over when they've got their own issues to deal with. And Fatima's like, you right, but let's just do this for now, knowing that she's being sneaky, and truthfully, she's being very dishonest with Zach. I'm like, when did the communication break down between these two? This is ridiculous. And so they all are dressed. I'm like, why is everyone dressed up for dinner with friends in their house? I was like, Fatima and Angela, like, way out. I'm like, what are we having? Who's cooking? You got a chef here or something? Like, what's going on? Anyway, they even look, if you ask me, they look overdressed just to be going out to dinner, So when Angela arrives with Bryce, Fatima calls her upstairs, and Zach wants her to stay downstairs with him so that he doesn't have to be alone with Bryce. So Angela gets upstairs, and we learn that she did not ride in with Bryce. They drove in separate cars. And we also learn from Fatima that Angela likes to avoid confrontation, and tells her that, Fatima tells her that it's not healthy. And Angela claps back with the, oh, and you and Zach are? But then Fatima's like, I always confront Zach. I just need time to process things and get my mind right to talk to him. And Angela came back with the, and yet you got me lying about this doctor. I said, ooh, call her out on it. Call her out on it, Angela. So meanwhile, Zach pretended to have left his cell in the car, and he went outside for air. That's when we see, maybe I should say that's when we hear Deja's out there as well, So back inside of the house, Fatima and Angela come downstairs and ask, where's Zach? And he says he went to the car for his keys. I thought he went for his cell phone. But anyway, Fatima offers her guests a drink, and Angela says she needs something harder than wine. And Fatima pulls out the tequila, and Bryce said, oh, yeah, hard sounds nice. And they both pause and look at him. And I'm laughing like, what's so bad? Y'all was saying hard too. Why is it wrong if he's saying it? So Fatima pours shots for them, and Angela asks for 2 shots, and then Fatima's phone rings, and she ignores it, but nosy Angela is peeping it, looking at it, and said, oh, that's your mama. So Fatima answers it, and her mother wants to confirm that they're coming to dinner tomorrow, and they have done. She lets her know that they did a background check on Zach, and know that he has a baby and one on the way. And I'm sitting there going, that makes no sense, Tyler. There is no way in hell they could know anything about Karen possibly being pregnant by Zach. That is not on a background check. I'm sorry. And not for nothing, Karen don't know she's pregnant by Zach. So really, that made no sense to me. And you know what? If Fatima is a good woman, she will warn Zach and give him a heads up about her parents' intentions on grilling him about his past. I would be totally disgusted with her if she doesn't do right by Zach. You know, because you already sneaking around, got the therapist seeing him, thinking nothing's wrong with you. Now you got this, your mama and them are going to grill him. So her mama tells her that, they both should be there tomorrow, even though Fatima already told her that Zach may not be there. So when she hangs up, Angela comes back over her nosy self and asks what's up. And Fatima tells her that her parents ran a check on Zach. Her father knows prosecutors and judges. So poor Bryce he's sitting over there alone, and Fatima's like, I'm going to go over there and talk to him because he must be uncomfortable with both you and Zach not talking to him. So Angela is truly immature. I tell you, she's truly immature because she should be talking to that man. She's the one who asked for this daggone dinner and then spends most of the time with Fatima. Come on, girl. So then Fatima tells Angela about why Zach came to her job and the fake profile. Then she told her the only person who knows that they do that, and go into the stairwell is Belinda. And of course, Angela tries to defend Belinda's honor like she always do, saying she wouldn't do that. But Fatima let her know that she's got people looking into it. And so help her God, Belinda better hope she ain't got nothing to do with it. I said, whoa, here we go. Then back outside, for some dumb reason, Zach goes over to help Deja out of her car again with her fake neck brace. And he alluded to that maybe her neck hurts from giving head. And then Zach told her that, he could hear her having sex with some guy the other night. And she said, that was my porn video you heard and all this stuff. He said, nah, it was mad loud. It was you. So she said that she spoke to a lawyer who told her that she should sue Fatima for damages. And Zach said, you were on our property, Deja. And she said, that doesn't give her a right to unleash the devil and attack me, Then she said that the lawyer also told her not to pay her rent. And he was like, oh, come on, man. So she also said that Fatima will be, getting served soon, and for Zach to get his suit and tie together because she taking both of them to court. I said, I thought Deja was supposed to be aware that Fatima is related to Madam. And that she was afraid of her and knew not to bother Zach and Fatima anymore. So what's going on here? So Zach is telling her that she needs to let it go. She needs to let it go. But Deja seems to be set on moving forward with this lawsuit. And that's how it went off. And I didn't like how it went off because it wasn't with a bang or a oof or a ah. Anyway, that's how it ended. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it down in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's your girl Barbie J saying peace.